Part infinity of living with IIH. Today I'm talking about what a flare. So I experience flares typically when there are changes in barometric pressure, which usually happens when it is rainy, about to rain, storming. I also experience flares if I eat sodium. And not just eating sodium, but when I've eaten large amounts of sodium. But I also experience flares if I have been crying or if it's been really hot out. So typically my symptoms will start to flare if I've been outside for prolonged periods of time. And so this is just what flares feel like for me, and how long they last. So typically my symptoms will start to flare and they will continue to flare, and I'll feel pretty bad for hours on end, and I typically will get everything to die down by going to sleep. So either taking a nap or going to sleep for the night and then waking up the next morning. So for the last couple of weeks, I've been not posting as much because I have been flaring a lot. I've been flaring a lot because the weather has been up and down, because we've been having a lot of rain. Also, I've been crying a lot due to family things, due to life things. Life has been whacking me over the head. So I've had a lot of tears, and unfortunately, sometimes you can't stop crying. You just got to let the tears fall. And so there's not much that you can do about it. And so for me, the flares, when it comes to rain, there's nothing that you can do to stop it. So all that you can do is to try and really prevent them from being as bad as they're going to be, because there's really nothing that you can do really to monitor. I mean, you can look at the weather to see that it's going to rain, but there's nothing that you can do to prevent the rain. So typically, if I know that I'm going to have a flare coming up, in particular because of weather changes, what I will do the night before is I will make sure that my meal doesn't have a lot of sodium. I will try and drink as much water as I can. There is I can't think of her name right now. Oh gosh, it's not the Dizzy Cook. The Dizzy Cook is her name on Instagram. I don't know what her name is on TikTok. Probably the same. But she has vestibular migraines. And so she makes a lot of different migraine drinks and those sorts of things. So I have started following her thanks to my cousin Letitia. And so I have started making some of her drinks, and those really will take the edge off. So I will start making some of those drinks if I don't have any on hand already. Just to have some of those, because those really help to take the edge off of a flare. So when my symptoms start flaring, I will start feeling the pressure to raise in the back of my neck immediately. That is the first symptom that I feel. My symptoms flaring also right behind my eye, or right under my eyes. I can feel the pressure raising. It's almost like I feel the pressure and I feel everything in my head like a balloon. I feel like Violet from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. When that little girl was blowing up like a blueberry, that's what I feel like. It's just, I feel the pressure raising, and there's nothing that you can do to stop it. I feel like an ice pick sensation coming into my ears, and my ears start getting warm almost on the outside. But I just start feeling just this slow earache, and then it's like a warm sensation just going right in here. And that's how I know it's about to rain. And all of a sudden everything just goes left. My head, all of a sudden, the head pain just all the way across, because I have a headache all the time. I wake up with a headache, but when I'm flaring, that pressure increases and it becomes sharper. So when my symptoms are flaring, everything is magnified by, I don't even know what number to tell you, but everything is magnified and everything just feels so much worse. And so because sometimes you really can't control it, if I've been crying, and I'm flaring or if it's hot outside and my symptoms are flaring. Because in addition to like the headache and the ear pain and feeling these things, I'll also just start to get dizzy. So with heat sensitivity, I know that I'm starting to flare because I'll feel the vertigo coming on. I'll start getting neck pain. Like I'll start doing like this because I feel my neck start to tighten. I'll feel my lower back start to stiffen and I get some back pain. I start getting this odd sensation in my eyes. I feel off, honestly. I feel just like the world is leaning. I can tell that I'm going to start getting dizzy pretty soon. And it's almost like I get this sixth sense from being outside, like, you need to get inside immediately because I feel like I'm going to pass out. I feel like I'm going to get dizzy or I'm going to throw up, just because it's like I've been outside too long. Because the medication makes you sensitive to the heat, but it's beyond being outside. It's like, okay, this is too hot, this is too much. And so those are just some of the few things that like your symptoms start flaring and it's like your body is just overloaded and you need to get inside, you need to get back to being cool, you need to regulate. And so when I start flaring, I need water immediately. So I hydrate. Sometimes if the headaches and the migraines are too bad, I'll drink something with electrolytes. Sometimes I'll need some caffeine to help take the edge off because caffeine does work for me. For some people with IIH, caffeine doesn't work, but for me it does. And then sometimes I gotta take my glasses off because seeing hurts. So sometimes just need to lay down, take your ass to bed and reset, try again tomorrow. Sometimes being able to hear is too much because the sensory overload is a lot. So really it's just everything is just too much. I'll need to turn the lights off. But so sometimes it's just I'm too overstimulated by everything because it seems that my symptoms are flaring, and because my symptoms are flaring and I'm overstimulated by everything, I can't handle light, I can't handle sound. I just need to lay down. So you can't really take anything because the extra medication, it doesn't really resolve the symptoms. So sometimes some Tylenol, it will help to take the edge off. Sometimes I'll try and take something for the migraine, but a lot of the time it's really just trying to sleep it off and hoping for a better day the next day. Otherwise, it's really just kind of waiting for the symptoms to tamper down. But when I flare because of rain or those sorts of things, sometimes what I will do is I'll try and take my medication a little earlier, or I'll try to, because of the dosage that I'm on and because it's multiple pills, I'll try and stretch it out or take other pills just to kind of figure out, hey, can I take some of this medication earlier? Can I take it later? Just to help kind of really, I guess, get the spinal fluid to drain since, that's kind of how it works. But really, unfortunately, you're kind of stuck in this rock and hard place of you gotta ride out the flare and hope for the best. But some of the natural remedies, like what the Dizzy Cook posts, but also drinking dandelion tea that has a natural diuretic effect. Also some other teas. I'm trying to think right now, my brain is not working the best. I can't even think right now, but some of the natural remedies which are posted in some of the Facebook groups and on the Reddit pages, I do use some of those to help with when I'm flaring, and really just to help keep some of the symptoms and the nausea and that sort of stuff at bay.